In a distant land lived Balaam, a prophet who could hear God's whispers. People traveled from far and wide to seek his advice, for he was known for his special connection to God. Balaam's best friend was his loyal donkey, who had carried him on many adventures. The donkey knew Balaam's moods better than anyone. When he was happy, he'd hum. When worried, he'd tug the reins.
I love hearing from God, but I also love shiny things, gold, gifts. Sometimes I dream of being rich and important.
This tiny wish for treasure grew quietly in Balaam's heart, ready to cause trouble. God's whispers were always about kindness, but the clink of treasure was loud in Balaam's ears. Every day, Balaam had to choose listen to God's quiet voice or the loud call of riches. The biggest test of his life was just around the corner. The prophet and his donkey were about to face a choice that would change everything. And so, Balaam's story truly begins. In the kingdom of Moab, King Balak was worried. The Israelites, God's people, camped nearby, too many to count.
They'll eat up everything in my land.
Unable to fight them, Balak had a sneaky idea. He'd heard of Balaam, the prophet who talked to God.
Maybe Balaam can curse these people for me. Bring him gifts, silver, gold, anything he wants.
Yes, Your Majesty.
The messengers loaded treasures onto camels and set off to find Balaam. King Balak believed a curse would solve his problems. But God had other plans. He loved his people and wouldn't let anyone curse them. The messenger's journey was long, the treasure clinking with every step. Balak waited, certain his plan would work. But a surprise was coming for the grumpy king. Sometimes the best laid plans meet a power far greater than gold. The stage was set for a showdown between a king's greed and God's will, and Balaam was about to be caught in the middle. The king's messengers arrived at Balaam's house, dazzling the village with their treasures.
King Balak wants you to curse his enemies. All this treasure will be yours.
Balaam's heart raced at the sight of gold, but he remembered God's voice.
Stay here tonight, I must ask God what to do.
That night, Balaam prayed.
God, should I go with them and curse your people? Do not go, do not curse these people, they are blessed.
Balaam told the messengers he could not go. The treasure left, but so did Balaam's peace. King Balak sent even more important messengers with greater riches.
Offer him anything, he must come.
Balaam's heart was torn. He knew what God said, but the temptation was stronger than ever. The choice between gold and God was no longer simple. Balaam stood at a crossroads, his decision looming. Sometimes the hardest battles are fought inside our own hearts. The second group of messengers arrived, and Balaam's eyes sparkled with greed.
Maybe God has changed his mind. Stay the night and I'll ask again.
God saw Balaam's heart and said, "Go with them, but only do what I tell you." Balaam heard only what he wanted, permission to go.
Hooray, I'm going to be rich.
He saddled his faithful donkey and set off, dreaming of rewards. But God was disappointed. Balaam's heart was full of greed, not obedience. The donkey sensed something was wrong.
I have a funny feeling about this trip.
She didn't know it yet, but she was about to become the hero of the story. Sometimes the smallest voices carry the greatest wisdom. Balaam's journey was about to take a surprising turn. The donkey's instincts would soon prove more reliable than her master's visions. The adventure was just beginning, and the donkey was ready for her moment. As Balaam and his donkey traveled, a shining angel with a sword appeared, visible only to the donkey. The donkey veered into a field, trying to avoid the angel.
Whoa, what are you doing, you silly donkey?
Balaam, blinded by dreams of gold, saw nothing but a misbehaving animal. He struck the donkey in anger.
Get back on the road!
The donkey, frightened but loyal, returned to the path. She wondered why her master couldn't see the danger.
He can't see the angel. What am I going to do?
The angel wasn't finished. He would block their way again. Sometimes the greatest obstacles are invisible to those who refuse to see. Balaam's blindness to God's warning would soon have consequences. The donkey's courage was about to be tested again. The journey grew more perilous with every step. The angel moved ahead to a narrow path between stone walls. The donkey saw the angel again. No escape this time.
Oh no, he's here again!
She pressed against the wall, squishing Balaam's foot.
Oh, you clumsy animal.
Furious, Balaam struck her again. The donkey, hurt and confused, kept going. The angel blocked the path a third time. Nowhere to turn, nowhere to squeeze by. The donkey stopped, refusing to move.
I can't go forward. It's hopeless.
Balaam's anger boiled over, but he still couldn't see the truth. The donkey's stubbornness was really bravery. Sometimes standing still is the bravest thing you can do. The final confrontation was at hand. The donkey lay down in the road, refusing to move.
You lazy, stubborn animal.
Balaam beat her again, blind to the real danger. Then a miracle. God gave the donkey the power to speak.
What have I done to you? Why do you keep hitting me? This is the third time.
Balaam, shocked, argued with his donkey as if it were normal.
You've made me look like a fool. If I had a sword, I'd get rid of you.
Balaam missed the miracle. His donkey was talking. Sometimes we're so focused on our anger we miss the wonders right in front of us. The donkey's words were about to open Balaam's eyes. The truth was finally within reach. Even the wisest can be blind to what matters most. The next words would change everything. The donkey had more wisdom to share, and Balaam was finally ready to listen.
Haven't I always been your faithful donkey? Have I ever acted like this before?
Balaam paused, realizing his donkey had always been loyal. Suddenly, God opened Balaam's eyes. He saw the angel, sword drawn, blocking the path. Balaam fell to the ground, ashamed and afraid. He understood. The donkey had saved his life. His anger melted into gratitude and regret. The prophet had been blind, but his humble donkey had seen the truth. Balaam's dreams of riches vanished in that moment. He realized he'd been wrong about his donkey and about what mattered most. Sometimes wisdom comes from the most unexpected places. The lesson was clear. Listen to those who care for you. Balaam's heart was changed. The journey had taught him humility.
Why did you hit your donkey? I blocked your way because your path is reckless and wrong. Your donkey saved your life by turning away from me. If not for her, I would have struck you down.
Balaam trembled, realizing how close he'd come to disaster.
I have sinned. I didn't know you were there. I'll turn back if you wish.
Go on, but speak only the words I give you. Do not say what the king wants, only what God commands.
Balaam finally understood. Obeying God mattered more than any reward. The angel's warning echoed in his heart. The donkey stood quietly, her courage unrecognized until now. Balaam's journey would continue, but he was forever changed. Sometimes the greatest lessons come through pain and humility. The path ahead was clear. Speak only God's truth. Balaam's test was not over yet. The final challenge awaited in Moab.
At last, curse my enemies and I'll make you rich.
Balaam stood on a hill, looking over the Israelites.
Curse them now.
Balaam opened his mouth, but only blessings came out.
How can I curse those God has blessed? They are a people favored by God.
What? Try from another place.
Again, Balaam blessed the Israelites.
God does not change his mind. He has blessed them, and I cannot reverse it.
Stop. If you won't curse them, at least don't bless them.
A third time, Balaam spoke blessings, not curses.
God's people will be strong and blessed.
Go home. You've done nothing but bless them.
Balaam's reward was gone, but he had obeyed God. Sometimes the right words are not the ones people want to hear. Balaam had passed the test. Balaam returned home, empty-handed but wiser. He learned that obeying God is worth more than any treasure. God can use anyone or anything to share his message.
Even a donkey can be a hero.
While Balaam was blinded by greed, his donkey saw the truth. She was brave, wise, and even spoke up to save his life. God used a humble animal to teach a prophet and bless his people. It's a reminder that God's helpers can be unexpected. He can use you, me, or even a donkey to do amazing things. What matters is a willing heart and open eyes. Whenever you see a donkey, remember this story. Remember the brave animal who saw an angel and spoke up for what was right. God's plans are always good, and sometimes a little surprising. The greatest adventures come when we listen to God's voice. And that's the story of Balaam, his donkey, and the God who loves to surprise us.